Very dark man, I need you to come closer. It's beginning to look like you're on a mission to soil and ridicule the personality of Iyabo Ojo. Because this your justice for MOHBAD that you started is beginning to look like justice for NAIRA MARLEY. And I really don't know the correlation between the two. Justice for MOHBAD has turned to justice for NAIRA MARLEY because the Yoruba used to say something, Oti fie tele, on palakpa. Come on. See, this is a woman that God has blessed. She's a woman of grace. Just the way you are a child of grace. Right? But I don't think this is what we need at this point in time. And this your quest to soil the integrity and the personality of Iyabo Ojo is an effort dead on arrival. Because you're not going to succeed in doing that. And I'm going to tell you my reasons. If you can remember, the same thing that you are saying Iyabo Ojo is doing, or probably you are capitalizing on an outburst during the Justice for MOHBAD, you've done the same thing also. Maybe you don't know. Probably you should take yourself back to the videos you made in the early days of this, MOHBAD's case when it started. You've said a lot of things against NAIRA MARLEY himself. Even though you're coming back now to say you are sorry, I don't know why you're saying sorry. And you're expecting Iyabo Ojo, if Iyabo Ojo, Queen Mother, if it is true that you are trying to apologize to NAIRA MARLEY, for what? I'll be disappointed. If that happens, I'll be disappointed because NAIRA MARLEY, yes, do I vibe to his music? Of course I do. Does his music, is it good, in our society? Of course no. But the sound, we vibe to it. But that is what he has chosen. That's his style of music. But we are not talking about his character. So if you're thinking somebody brought down the career of NAIRA MARLEY, or maybe because of the Justice for MOHBAD is what killed the career of NAIRA MARLEY, nobody have the power to do that. But I can tell you the decline in NAIRA MARLEY's career is because of his character. It's because of his personality, his person, his deeds while MOHBAD was alive. And within the short period of when all those things happened, it was within that short space, that was when this guy died. So what do you expect? Of course, this guy have been talking about, the way the bullying. We saw Sam Larry also. Even though up till now, we didn't even know what happened aftermath of the video that we saw, right? But we saw him coming in with a group of people holding sticks to attack this boy. So are you coming out now to tell us that, what Sam Larry did at that time, or what happened between, or what NAIRA MARLEY did at that time was good? Excuse me. Then if you are coming to tell us that all what happened, all what those guys did at that time were good, I think somebody needs to probably you need a mental evaluation. Because this your justice for MOHBAD has turned to justice for NAIRA MARLEY. And I'm trying to understand the connection and the correlation. They started the justice for MOHBAD. The Lagos State Police Command set up a coroner inquest. They have reached a logical conclusion, even though some of us, including myself, I am not convinced. Because I've said it earlier that the family of this guy failed him. And I could remember vividly, I asked the father himself, why the rush? Because even you as a father, you should know. You should be inquisitive to know what killed your son. But no, you rushed to bury that boy. Now, people stood up because Mohbad is not just an ordinary person. This guy is a star. And he sings songs that make sense. That even the streets accepted it. Not just here, but globally. So, very dark man, if you have come to soil the personality of Iyabo Ojo, that effort is dead on arrival. I'm saying it again. Because you're not going to succeed. All in the name of you felt like the justice for Mohbad is to bring down, is to decline and destroy the career of NAIRA MARLEY. If that is what you are thinking and why you have come back to start this social media war against Iyabo Ojo and every other person that were in that group, I think you're making a very huge mistake because, first of all, you need to understand the power in collaboration. Even if you have sensed irregularities in the way they went about the old justice for Mohbad, there are ways to go about it. The same outburst that you were talking about, that you're trying to soil the reputation of Iyabo Ojo, you have done the same thing. You spoke ill about the father himself. Those videos were online. None of us were there. Most of the actions performed while Mohbad was alive, while he was with NAIRA MARLEY, while these people, Sam Larry visited him while he was on set with Zlatan. You were not there. Every individual, everybody speaking and seeking justice for Mohbad, we were not there. We are not even an eyewitness. It is what we saw online. It is what you saw online that you are talking about. So what are you? What's the fuse about Iyabo Ojo of a thing? Why can't you just, take a break? This thing is becoming ridiculous. And I'm beginning to see you as a lousy person. You're just being lousy about these things. I respect what you're doing, right? But on this one, you can't come on social media and be having this social media war just to soil another person's reputation. And I'm saying it again. I'm saying it emphatically. NAIRA MARLEY's character, NAIRA MARLEY's deed brought him that misfortune on his music career. The misfortune that he experienced and is still experiencing is because of the role he played when Mohbad was alive. So take it or leave it. Nobody can take down anybody's career. Nobody can blackmail, can blacklist anybody. Because we're in the age whereby, ordinary person, somebody can just wake up one morning and do a music, and then if you have the money, you can go ahead and promote your music. If your song is good. NAIRA MARLEY is not the only music artist in Nigeria. We have Don Jazzy. We've seen people Don Jazzy have pushed. We've seen people that have left Mohit or Maven. Don Jazzy is not going about chasing them with cutlass, with gun, with boys. He wasn't harassing them. He did not harass any one of them. Likewise, Olamide, one of the greatest record label boss. One of the record label bosses is so great. Just of recent, they had a fallout with Ashake, but he still brought Ashake on his new EP. Excuse me. And Olamide is still thriving. He's doing well. The boys that came under him, they are still doing fine. Adekunle Gold is there. We are seeing all these people everywhere. But in your own case, look at what happened. So nobody caused your misfortune. VDM, nobody caused NAIRA MARLEY's misfortune. Nobody. It is his character, it is his deed that brought what is happening to him. And that's all I have to say. So let's stop this media war. Stop this effort to soil and ridicule Iyabo Ojo. You two have done the same thing in the past. And this is the time where everyone to sit down and look and, let's collaborate. Do collaboration to seek justice for Mohbad. Not this back and forth of social media war. Excuse me. My name is Iyabo Ojo. Bye for now.